Welcome to this Biscuit Boys Extra, this special show with me, the Gabbie on SRB Radio. I'm at a place that is so special to me, and I'm talking with a young lady that is also very special to me. More about that in a moment, but we're going to start off the show because this show is all about football and music in association with Spectra Music. So we're going to start off with Home Sweet Home. Take it away, Kin.
When we are together, whatever weather, whatever town, there is no space like a place we are heading for. When we are together, whatever weather, whatever town, memories of places all crowded with faces where home sweet home sweet
Let's live, let's vibe. Throw your hands in the sky. The only place I'm alive. Throw 'em up, party people in the club. Party people showing love. Party people throw 'em up, throw 'em up, throw 'em up. Party people in the club. Party people showing love. Party people throw 'em up, up, up.
When we are together, whatever weather, whatever town, memories of places all crowded with faces where home sweet home sweet No matter where we are going, I know that I'm coming straight back home. 'Cause no matter how far I go now, I know I can never really be alone. Home sweet home.
You know we up in the place. You know we up in the place. Party for days. Let the music just take you away. Just give me a taste. Lost in the moment. Tonight we own it. So let the music just take you away. We going up and 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 away.
Home sweet home. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. No matter where we are going, I know that I'm coming straight back home. 'Cause no matter how far I go now, I know I can never really be alone. Home sweet home.
Kaz, what do you reckon to that, mate? You're looking shocked. I'm going to explain.
I ain't got a clue what is going on. I'm like, I didn't know if you want me to sing. I didn't know. I was like, I have no idea what I'm meant to do.
This is our Home Sweet Home. This is a simple tapping. This is almost like you're going down that right wing, you're putting it over there for Kirsty Lynette, and she's just tapping it in. I'm working as an AR person now for a major record label in America.
Ooh.
Kin are one of the bands that we represent, and that song that you've just heard is a #1 back of the net hit. And also, I believe, or it should be, a run-out tune to any WSL women's team. And as we're talking about WSL women's team, it's first day of the season, mate. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. How's things? How's life treating you? You've had your 100th cap on my 50th birthday. We haven't seen each other since, so let's start talking about that.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a while ago now, in I think November time.
23rd.
Yep, that was it. Yeah, thanks. And no, it was a brilliant day to get my 100th cap at Wembley, to walk the team out, have my niece with me, all my family. It was just a great day, and really, really honoured. And the result obviously didn't favour us, but I think it was a big learning curve for us in terms of internationally and against the opposition. But for me personally, it was a really, really good day, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And
minus the result.
Yeah, I mean, always minus the result at times, because we can't do anything about the result, but we can do something about that occasion. And what we also have to congratulate you on is, I believe, the first female football to be inducted into the Birmingham City Hall of Fame.
Yep, that's right, that's correct, yeah.
How
Crazy,
great,
isn't it?
How great was that, mate?
I know, it's pretty special, so but yeah, no, it's a massive honour, a massive achievement, and to be put into that next to some actually legends in my mind. I don't perceive myself to be that. You see Christophe Dugarry and Trevor Francis, and to me they're legends. So it's bizarre to be in the same calibre as them at St Andrews and to be recognised. And I think it's fantastic that a men's team, a club, have honoured a female, which is amazing. And I think Birmingham City have to take a lot of credit for that, and other teams throughout the league should do that as well. There's some fantastic women's players that have done exceptionally well. Rachel Yankee at Arsenal, Kelly Smith at Arsenal. They're coming to the top of my head. So there's loads of people that I think have done fantastic things for football, not just because they're male or female.
Absolutely, and I've been watching Birmingham since I was a 7-year-old boy, and you mentioned some of them players. Trust me, in your own way, and the women's game, to anybody that's listening to this and doesn't understand the women's game, it's a different game to the men's game. But you, in your own right, are just every inch a legend of Birmingham City, as what Trevor, as Kenny Burns, as Joe Gallagher, as Christophe Dugarry. You're there on merit, and you're there because you deserve it, and you're there because you're one of the greatest female footballers that I've ever seen play.
Thanks, you need me big head now.
What are you doing today? Because you're not playing, are you? You're suspended today, sadly.
Suspended, yeah, so I'm painfully watching. So yeah, just gonna be around the girls, try and help them out in that way, and try and help tactically if I can from upstairs. If the manager needs anything, then I'm pretty much on everyone's beck and needs today. So I'm tea girl, match balls, bibs and cones girl as well, but it's my own fault, so it's a punishment in itself.
Will you be doing any media stuff today? Would that be in your role as well today?
No, not today. I mean, if people ask about things, then I'll gladly do so. But I'm in a working capacity in terms of trying to help get the result. I can't physically impact that, but what I can try and maybe do to the girls or see upstairs that a manager won't be able to see at eye level, I'd like to think I'd be able to help in that capacity. So that's what I'll be doing or trying to do today. How
excited for the season are you? Because I know you pushed time and I know you've got to go. How excited are you, and how are the girls shaping up?
Yeah, we're obviously buzzing to get going now. It's been such a long pre-season. And to have the first game, it's really good. So I hope there's a big crowd here today. I hope everyone's backing us. I know the weather's not ideal, but that usually doesn't stop us because it's never ideal in England anyway. So I just hope that we put on a good show, and I hope we get the result that we deserve and what we need.
So finally, Kaz, will the Autotech Stadium here, which is the home of Birmingham City ladies, will it be a home sweet home this season for the girls?
In terms of the song, or in terms of Home Sweet Home in general?
In terms of everything, baby.
I think it will be a great facility, a great stadium, and I hope that we can perform to the capacity to make it a home sweet home for the fans.
Kaz, you're a ledge. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you soon, mate. Can you just sign my programme as well, please, on your way out?
Yep, sure.
Thanks.
Sure.
Cheers, Karen. Thank you. This is a family football club at Birmingham City ladies. Last season I hooked up with little Taylor, who sang me Keep Right On. Taylor, can you sing me it again today, please?
Yeah.
Oh, go on then, bud.
Keep right in wrong way, and with joys and sorrows too. As we journey on, we'll sing this song of the boys in royal blue. There are often parties on, la la la. We will journey on, la la la. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. I wish I belong. Let your heart beat strong. Keep right on to the end. Are you right and weary? So journey on till you come to your happy above. All our love we'll be dreaming of will be there. We're at the end of the road.
Birmingham! Birmingham! Taylor, you're a little legend, and I'm going to send that to all my friends in America. Say, Jimmy Star, we love you, Jimmy. Say that.
Say Jimmy Star,
We love you, Jimmy.
Come on, have a lovely
Jimmy, she loves you. Taylor, enjoy your game. And you were just saying Jado's our captain today. How good is Jade Moore? The
Super,
best.
isn't she? Yeah.
The best. Go and tell your dad he owes me a pint. Okay. Cheers, Dana. Have a great day. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Home sweet home.
Sweet home, give me that home. Sweet home, give me that home. Sweet home, give me that home.
Joining me now on this Biscuit Boys Extra. It's not just all about Birmingham City. We've got a Manc on board. How are you, mate?
Yes, Sam, thank you.
And not just a Manc from Manchester, but one from my home, Chelmsley Wood. Well, I'm born in Kingshurst, and very proficient, prolific on Twitter. I always get an FF. There ain't many FFs I get. Usually ends in something that I can't broadcast on radio. But welcome to So Little, although it is your home. How are you, Daz?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Looking forward to the game today. The start of another season in the Women's League.
Yep.
Very happy and impressed by how it's taken off nationwide.
Yep.
It's got a lot of its exposure on BT Sport mainly.
Yep.
So looking forward to it. Two teams that will be up there or thereabouts at the end of the season. So yeah, looking forward to the game.
And what I love to do is I love to talk to real people. Now, as I said at the top of, you're a massive, massive Manchester City fan. What you do on Twitter is absolutely phenomenal. But you were at Barcelona as well. You don't just, tweet up little bits and pieces. You put the legwork in, you put the graft, you do the travelling. How was Barcelona?
Fantastic experience.
Yeah.
Many thanks for your kind words, by the way. Very fortunate to get a ticket.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the initial points criteria at the start, so a good friend of mine got a ticket for me. And apart from the result, for which Joe Hart was a contributing factor, fantastic performance from him. It was a fantastic experience, Gab, and it's another one off the bucket list. You know what I mean? Very happy to have been there, and a fantastic stadium, fantastic city, and going from there, how much higher can you get?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It was a fantastic experience. But I go anywhere, as you know. I'm here today. I'm excited here as I was at the new camp, and that's football.
But that is the thing with football, isn't it? It's in your blood. Whether it's male, whether it's female, whether it's the kids, whether it's the first team, it's all about your football club, and you got your allegiance to Manchester City. Although you were, you're one of us, and certainly, born within probably touching or spitting distance of my house where I was born.
Definitely.
But Mum's a Man City fan, and that's what football is all about, isn't it, in the UK?
Yeah. When I was growing up, obviously I had a choice of being Birmingham City, Aston Villa, sorry for swearing, or Manchester City. My dad said to me, I'm a City fan, you choose, you decide. He took me to see a City game, and I was hooked from that moment on. That was in 1978.
Okay.
Ironically, at St Andrews.
Did we win?
I'm afraid you lost 2-1, Gab. We scored after 34 seconds, and I was thinking to myself, I'll have some of this.
Happy
what I
days.
mean? Yeah, happy days. Obviously, we've both been through thick and thin, mostly thin. Happy to say that as far as Man City are concerned, it's happier days at the moment. Although the defence of the Premier League title is a bit hanging by a thread, as we all know. But as I said before, you know, whether it's Solly or Moors on a cold Sunday afternoon like today, or Barcelona or whatever. It's football. As you say, it's in your blood. Once you're hooked, and you can never change.
And also, these players on the pitch here today are far more attractive than what you watched in Barcelona.
Absolutely. Tony Duggan.
I was going to lead you there if you didn't mention Tony Duggan.
Quite a nice lady, shall we say.
Yeah.
But no, it's all about the desire that the players have got, whether you're male or female. It's all about putting the shirt on, and if you can't put the shirt on and perform for 90 minutes, then you don't deserve to play for your club, be it men or women. You know, it's all about one big happy family, whether it's Birmingham City, Manchester City, you know, whoever. It's all about the club and where your heart is.
And we got each other in the FA Cup as well.
We have, that'll be interesting. Like I said at the top of the interview, 2 clubs that will be fighting for the title come October. One or two other competitors. Liverpool surprisingly lost on Thursday night. Great performance by Sunderland, I thought. Notts County will be there. You know, Notts County by name wouldn't be anywhere near any league. You know, if I'm being honest, with all due respect to them. But the ladies' team have taken off there. So there's 4 to 5, 6, maybe 7 clubs that are up there at the end of the season, and that's good.
And it's great seeing the exposure of the women's game now. As you mentioned, you've got BT Sport. You do see a lot more, you know, in the newspapers. Occasionally, if you're listening to Radio 2 or one or two other broadcasts, Talk Sport in particular, you'll get a female player on there talking about women's football. My club here, Birmingham City, are doing phenomenal things. The girls are in the programmes. You've got the commercial department here today at Birmingham City supporting. To all intents and purpose, it's like a real game of football, and that's not disrespecting anybody, because a lot of people think it ain't real because it's the women, but it bloody well is. It's just as important for the women, and on a match day here it's the same as it would be at St Andrews. We've got a wonderful security here at Birmingham City. We're in the Birmingham City Security Blazers. We've got the boardroom club upstairs. It's the same, and we can see this every time that Birmingham City ladies play at this wonderful home, the Autos Tech Stadium here at Solihull. Is Jill Scott still playing for you, mate? She's still in the mix?
Yeah, Jill's playing for us. Steph Horton, Tony Duggan. We started 2 or 3 players in the close season as well. But as you say, Gab, the structure of all clubs, whether it's Birmingham City, Manchester City, my club, or anybody else, is exactly the same as you say, whether it's male or female. No condescending is given, if you know what I'm saying. In other words, you know,
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. There was a lot standing alone at Wembley when Nicky Weaver was running around the pitch.
I was there, mate. I was there. That was a great day.
What a pivotal moment, though.
Yes, I mean, a lot of people say that was a changing, defining moment in our history. I don't know about that so much. It was a fantastic day, fantastic experience. Whether we'd have still been in the old 3rd division, I don't know. But it was a great day. But as you say, you know, football is universal. No matter what you are, man, woman, boy or girl, it's universal. You know, and once you smell that football air, do you know what I mean? The pitch and the pies and the bovrils, you're there, and that's it. That's what it's all about, Gab.
You know what it is? It's like a vacuum cleaner, and it keeps sucking me in. And as much as I try and get out of it, it sucks me back in.
Me too. I mean, I'd hate to sort of like sit back and like work out how much money I spent on football over the years, as I'm sure that you would.
Phenomenal.
And you know, a few people listening to this, but you know what? I wouldn't have spent any. I'd spend it all over again if I could. Do you know what I mean? It's a fantastic thing to love, football. As you know, I'm passionate about City, but I'm passionate about football, and that's it.
Darren, can I thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thanks,
You're
man.
a gentleman.
Thank you.
And I'll catch you. Mr. Tony Layton, any chance of a few words, please, Tony? We've got the press. This geezer here, right? Tony Layton is an absolute legend with women's football. He's been writing from the time that women's football, these players were even just a thought in the parent, the old man's head, literally, weren't they, Tony?
Well, yeah, I saw people like Karen Carney and Iluko make
Yeah.
debuts when they were about 13, 14,
Yeah.
14 years old for the first team. Incredible.
Now, you are a pioneer of the women's game. You've been writing about the women's game for such a long time. Where other people in the press haven't, you have. haven't you?
I've been writing women's football since '99. So covering the men's games 20 years before then.
Mm-hmm.
Still cover the men's game, obviously, but the women's game for that long, and it's really coming on in that time.
I'd like to talk to you about coming on in that time, because we're talking of just before the millennium clock, when we all thought that the world was going to end when 2000 struck. It hasn't. It's 2015 now. What's the major changes that you've seen in the game, Tony?
Well, on the pitch, fitness and strength, those levels have really shot up. Skill-wise, we weren't too bad. Sort of during the 90s, you got some really nice ball players, but stamina-wise, we just couldn't manage it. But now, especially the last 2 or 3 years with full-time training, fitness levels have gone up. I think skill levels have gone up as well because the extra time in training, and it's looking a far better product on the pitch now.
I'm going to give you a position, because any person that's done anything in the female game will say goalkeepers, won't they?
They will. I think goalkeeping standards have improved and are improving.
Correct.
I think the problem comparing men's to women's football, which on the one hand you shouldn't do, on the other hand, female keepers are smaller, therefore, sort of high crosses, angles, far more difficult for women than for men. Added to that, men from the time they're kids get specialist goalkeeper coaching. You go to a club like Blues in the academy, and the kids are getting goalkeeper training 5 days a week. Women have never had that. It's just starting to happen now since the bit of money started coming into the game, and you've got people like girl we're going to see today, Karen Bardsley,
brilliant,
at Man City, who is getting that sort of training, and her game has come on in the last 2 years.
As I say, it's improving. We need sponsors. From back then, there weren't many people that were around on a match day neither, was there? It was almost played on a Sunday league football pitch. Not many people watching, not many people taking any interest. But as it just says to me mate Darren here, today is like a proper game of football, and you've covered football all over the world at the top international level, and it's a hive of activity here, isn't it?
Well, and I think this is a great ground for women's football. I think it's, Blues, I know they came here and then went away, but they're back now, and I think it's not perfect if you like, but it's as near as damn it. I think it's as good one as you can get. In fact, I was asked a question by a website in the week, what's the best stadium to watch women's football in this country? And I've gone for this one as a journalist, because press box is in a good position. You're behind the dugouts, you can see the managers.
I think they're coming out as well. You can hear the crowd.
They certainly are. Yeah, you got your back to the thing. I'll tell you. Do you want me to commentate on the game while you've got your back to it?
Oh, could you? And mention for the paper and where you write, and your Twitter feed as well, so people can link up with Tony Layton, because it's Layton spelt as Jim.
As in my uncle Jim Layton, yes. I'm Twitter. I'm Tony_LEIGHTON. That's me.
And the paper that you work for? Are you freelance these days?
I'm freelance. I work for the Guardian, the Independent, occasionally for the Telegraph. BBC websites. She Kicks, do some work for the magazine and for their website as well.
You're a legend, mate. That's what you are. A living legend of women's football. And without people like you writing about them from all them days gone by, the game wouldn't be where it is today. So thank you very much from every person that's ever been a part of this wonderful game, which is women's football in the UK.
Pleasure, mate.
Cheers, Tony.
Cheers.
Thanks very much. Cheers, guys. I'm going to go and watch the game, and then I'm going to catch some of the girls after. I hope they ain't too fed up. I hope the result goes our way, guys. Keep right on, mate. Cheers, brother. And here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Ho, ho, ho. And it is Mrs. Robinson joining me next, the wife of the Birmingham City legend, Paul Robinson. How are you, and welcome to my Biscuit Boy show.
Hello, thank you very much.
Doesn't go unnoticed, but the work that your husband does on Twitter, retweeting for Birmingham City ladies, is absolutely fantastic. It's phenomenal and it's appreciated. And when players do stuff for the ladies, the fans look at it and they get on board even more than if, say, I tweet or Tim tweets or Shippers tweets. So can you thank your husband? Thank you very much.
I shall, and I think, he has got a bit more of a voice than most of us, and he just looks at the Birmingham as a family, so he sees the ladies as much as involved as the lads, really. And that's why I wanted to come today. I just want to support them as well. It's really great to get behind the girls because they do need the support.
Have you ever played football yourself?
Crossbar challenge count?
Did you win?
A couple of times.
Was that with Hollywood Monster Crossbar Challenge?
No, it wasn't. It was in the garden with Paul.
Oh, right.
Sorry, yeah. But no, I was into my football heavily as a kid, but I just didn't have the opportunities growing up that the girls now do have, which is fantastic, and which is why I think it's just brilliant to see the standard that they're getting at now. It's just fabulous.
And it's great that, in the season, which it is now the season, you're a football wife that stays at home and looking the kids, and like when the women play, it's role reverse, and he's doing the same.
Yeah, exactly. I've left him at home looking after the lads. But last year we did get to come to a game together, which was brilliant. Andy Walker helped us out there, but we do want to come and support them more. Yeah. And I want to bring the boys down here because it doesn't matter who it is playing; they just want to play see a game of football being played. So it's a good level.
I think you're right, and I think it's a wonderful introduction for young kids to cut the teeth in the game of football, because it is the greatest game on the planet. And sometimes, with the men, and it gets a little bit boisterous, especially if Blues are playing Villa and stuff like that. But at the women's level, even when Birmingham City are playing Aston Villa, there's a friendliness, there's still the rivalry, and it's great, and it is a family environment here. And I think that's the selling point with women's football. It's all about the beast, no treble. It's all about the family, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. And I think we're really lucky to be part of the Blues family. And Paul will definitely be down to watch the ladies again this season. It's just difficult with obviously his commitments with football, but that's why he does tweet, because he does see it as such an important part of girls and boys growing up. It's good to see that there's an equal playing field nowadays. Okay, they don't have as the facilities that the lads do have, but hopefully in the future, who knows where that could go. It'd be great to see them on a more equal footing in the future.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Mrs.
You're very
Robinson.
welcome. Thank you.
You're very kind. Tell your husband he's a legend. Now he plays for us. Moving on to the Hollywood Monster, man. How are you?
I'm okay. How do I follow that interview?
Well,
That's a pretty good interview, wasn't
it? You can't really, can you, in truth? You cannot follow Mrs. Robinson.
Very professional, it's got to be said, yeah.
And Steve Shipway as well.
I think I'll find you a job here, I'll tell you.
Do you want to go on the PA? Yeah. Hollywood Monster, the gazebo, we've had a bit of a problem with the gazebo today. It's such a windy day, but you've done such a lot for women's football team. You've got a little situation by the turnstiles, you've got a little kind of Hollywood Monster hub as well, I saw in the programme. So briefly tell us all about that and your connection.
I think it's just an area where the young kids can go and sort of go and have a bit of fun before and during and after the game. And obviously go and meet our monster as well. Have a photo, a bit of a photo opportunity. But of course, we also want to, sell a lot more, replica tops and that as well. And start spreading the word across the community, because it's not just about Twitter and Facebook. It's about getting the shirts, getting out there into the local community and spreading the word. Because there's a lot of people that still don't know we're here. It is ultimately about the money. And about the money coming through. And I did notice a tweet, I think Jackie was on one of the women football shows, and she said, I totally agree, the women's game has to stand on its own 2 feet. It has to get the money coming through. And, it's one of them, it's almost like my old mate here, Shipper, I'm going to bring him in a minute, just like the professional that I am.
We here at Hollywood Monster are the largest signage contractor and wide format printers in the Birmingham region. Our skilled craftspeople provide clients in London, Manchester and across the UK with a range of graphics and digitally printed products, from A4 signboards and banners to the largest building rapport structure. We are experts in consultancy, project management and planning, and offer a bespoke service from supply only to a fully experienced safe installation service that is insured. For further information, please contact us on 0121 764 3222 or visit our website at www.hollywoodmonster.co.uk.
Sports Radio Birmingham. This is Ron Atkinson, and you're listening to Sports Radio.
Gaffer, we did say many years ago, and you're absolutely right, it's about reinventing the wheel and reselling that wheel, isn't it? And you need people through the turnstiles.
It's reinvented it. I mean, women's football's come on a hell of a lot in the last 4 to 5 years in particular, and it's grown rapidly in the amount of money that's coming into the game from the clubs, but it's not coming into the game, if you like, being earned by the game. The attendances still don't pay for it. Just an example here, I don't mind quoting a few figures. What it costs us here to put on a home game is something like £2,500. We don't take that through the gate. So we lose every home game, and that is not sustainable, is it? So
No,
and then
exactly.
that's not counting wages. That's just like what it costs to hire the pitch and everything that goes with it. So it's losing money. Women's football on its own is losing money. That cannot continue for long. Let's not knock it, because what's happened at the moment is the concrete base is being built. So the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, all these clubs that are coming in and putting money into there, albeit as part of their fair finance plan, whatever you call it, is good for the game, and it will grow from that, And what we've got to do at clubs like ours at Birmingham is we haven't got that financial clout. We're not going to compete with that. But so we've got to do the best we can with what we got, and for that we need the fans. We need the fans in, and we need them coming through the gate, buying a few odds and bobs. Tim's with this Monster Hub we've set up, as he said, it's the idea is to get the kids involved in. We'll have little things going on when the weather's better. We get the gazebo up, a bit of face painting, bit of drawn in logos, new logos or whatever, and so on. So the Monster there and so on. Next to that, the club shop, which is selling all sorts of different things now, and this is what we've got to try. The match day experience has got to get better and better and better. And it's good for me, because I'm now starting to see all the clubs starting to think outside of the football box, because we're not targeting the same attendance that go down Tilton Road and so on.
No, you
we're
can't.
targeting a different sort of market, so we've got to handle it a little bit differently. And it's hard work. It really is hard work to try and get. I mean, I think what's here today, what do you reckon? It's about 700, I think, just looking through the door.
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Where the weather's affected that, I think would have been another couple of hundred if the weather had been a bit better. But I don't want to sound like I'm moaning, but it's still not enough. It's still not enough. It's all about bums on seats over the next 2 years with women's football. It really is.
And I think Estonia playing Moldova's under-12s as well on television and helps.
That could. That's the other issue. So years ago we set this up. It was, let's do it in the summer so we don't compete with the men's football. That isn't working. That won't happen. We're always going to compete with men's football because it's always on, isn't it? So what Jackie Oatley is saying, it's got to stand on its own 2 feet. And as a product, it can do that. The football's good. If we as clubs make the match day experience better and we get in there, then that's how it's going to stand on its own 2 feet. Yeah.
But ultimately, it's the big sell, isn't it? It's getting fans through the turnstile. And to be quite truthful, I mean, if we've only got 700 and we're playing at the Autotech Stadium, Bignet would be proper happy with 700 people through this turnstile every week for the Moors, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, he would. I'd be even happier. I'm a director, remember. I have to balance the books, he doesn't. I mean, and the other thing is, the 700 here looks good. Yeah. If we had, I don't know if you noticed the Liverpool game on Wednesday night against Sunderland, they had 1,014. Yeah. Well, that's what they declared.
So did Watford against Villa.
And it looked like a peg in a biscuit tin. It would do. Because it's in the 15,000 seater stadium. Now, I don't think that's enhancing the image of women's football particularly. If you put 1,000 in here, you'd have an atmosphere, you'd have something that looks good, and likewise at Arsenal at Boreham Wood and Staines, Chelsea at Staines. That's the grounds I think that we should be playing our women's football on, not on the first team grounds.
Well, a man that does know his stuff, Tony Layton, did say, and he did echo that this place is about as good as it gets at women's football, and it's a great atmosphere, it's a great ground, and again, Tim Andrews, Hollywood Monster, is a major sponsor, principal sponsor, doing everything that he can. He's also running bloody marathons all around the world, like Tokyo, and doing his Love Brum as well. You're such a busy... Do you ever get time to work these days, Timothy?
Not really, no. This is my job now.
Right, isn't it?
My full-time job.
How'd you get a
promoting
job
the ladies.
like that, dossing about around the world, mate?
No, I've actually been working as well. I mean, part of the... Obviously, I went to Japan to do the marathon, which, of course, is, a bit of fun. But I've had a couple of trips. But the bit that followed it.
26 miles, Gaffer, of fun.
Call that fun? No.
Walking to the bar and consuming the alcohol is fun.
And the 2 weeks following it, I didn't drink that much running up to it, of course. But I've overindulged since.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we do need is... we mentioned earlier about the fans from the Tilton Road. We do need them coming down, but actually we need them to bring their wives and their kids as well. So, and that's what we need. And I think, and Steve's right. We're trying to put a match day experience here to actually attract the families. So we need all the blue noses coming down from the Tilton Road, but bring their kids with them as well.
And I tell you what would be really good if you'd done a Hollywood Monster family fun day when it's nice and sunny, and some of the Birmingham City first team players come down and brought all their family, because the Blues have done such great things for you. I look at the programme, you're always in the programme. I see the guy from the commercial department, he's here today. Mike Wiseman, he's always here, and Gwen and and Jill, and it is a family environment. And these owners at Birmingham City, I know that there's been problems, but I can't say enough how wonderful they've been to you.
It's been
women football.
It's been
have you?
They've been fantastic. We wouldn't be here without them,
No,
no doubt about it. And they get more supportive every year, which is good. And I think the problem is, the ownership situation and so on means that we can't plan too far ahead, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
So we bimble along year to year, and that support from them has gone up every year.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Monster Day, we do one every year. Yeah, it would be good to get those players and their families down, because that will attract people in. There's 101 ideas going on, but to actually put them into practice. Another thing, Tim just said about, he promotes, he's almost full-time promoting Blues Ladies and such, which is true. There's a lot of us doing that. I'm the same. I don't get paid. I run my own businesses and stuff. So it's been done part-time.
Yeah.
This is getting a bit too big now for spare time.
Agreed.
So the infrastructure needs to grow as rapidly as the playing strength does, and that's very difficult with the financial limitations.
And a committee of people that put the hard selling, the hard working. And I've only met the young lady once, but Mrs. Robinson would be my team. I really would, because women. See, the thing is, the women tell the husbands what to do. And if you can get a number of them Birmingham City first team players, their wives in a little committee, promise you're going to get a number of Birmingham City football players through them turnstiles, and then the faithful will follow, because there's nothing like a first team player there.
The fact that Caroline's down here speaks volumes.
Exactly.
It's fantastic. That is fantastic.
I was away with her last weekend playing golf, and she promised to come down on several occasions, and and the door's open for her to come down whenever she wants. And you're right. I think once you get people like Robbo interested, and he clearly is, I think the others will follow as well.
Definitely.
That could be a start to other families and other players' families coming down. Let's hope it is. But like everything, these things build slowly. You work at it, and you get one in, and oh God, it's a great interview. She's good, isn't she?
Brilliant.
So hopefully she'll she'll encourage one or two others, and that'll build up. And then you won't have to make an issue of getting players to a Hollywood fun day. They'll just come. Because they want to come, not because they're players, because they want to come.
About the family environment, and it's, as I say, being part of the family, they'll do more, because passionate people do more than people that sometimes you have to pay to do it, because they have that love. So that's what my suggestion would be.
Gab, though, who wears the trousers in your house?
My missus does, mate.
The husband what to do, you know what I mean?
You've known me, Gaff, for how many years? Have I ever wore trousers? No. Never.
Can we go and have a half-time drink?
It's the second half now, mate. Yeah. So, guys, can I thank you very much for your time?
Of course you can. Thank you.
And we'll speak soon.
Hopefully, second half is
better than the first.
Well, yeah.
Well,
but spoiled by the wind. Yeah. Let's be honest.
And be down to 10 players.
Yeah, that don't help.
Go on in.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Image Cleaning Consultants, your office cleaning specialists. Contact us on 0121 681 1023 or visit our website www.imagecleaning.org. We cover Birmingham, Solihull and all of the West Midlands. Call us now. Call us now on 0121 681 1023 or email info@imagecleaners.org.
Yo, it's working. Joining me now, the busiest person in this whole football club, this wonderful Autotech Stadium of Solihull Moors that is blue and yellow, but on Sundays it's blue and white. And Kirsty is the reason that I'm down here today, because you asked me, and I'm here, like Maz Ballard did with the Notts County game, and I'm here. I try and help as much as what I possibly can. So tell me all about your role, what your visions are, and what a wonderful crowd we've had here today.
Well, I'm the general manager at Birmingham City Ladies, so I deal from everything from football administration. I oversee media, marketing, everything to do with that, matchday operations. So it's quite a varied role, which is always interesting. It's been a really good attendance today, though. 757 through the door, especially with the weather. It's been windy, to say the least. But no, it's fantastic. I want to see attendances well over 1,000. I think that's more than doable here. We've got a good crowd, and Blues are really behind us at the moment as well, which is fantastic. They gave us a club shop today, which you can't fault.
Yes.
We had a monster hub, which we had to take down, unfortunately, because of the weather. But that'll be great for the kids, creativity and all that. But no, it's been a fantastic day today.
But Birmingham City have been, I spoke to shippers and I've had a chat with Tim as well earlier. The commitment and the help that they give the ladies football team is fantastic.
It is. I started a year and a half ago, so I've only ever known Blues commitment. I'm stationed outside of St Andrews. Any help that I ask for, I get. They can't give me enough, whether it's liaising with Colin Tatton from the media department, Tom Rowell and Jessica Taylor in marketing. They do everything from our artwork, which you may have seen today, our new programmes look fantastic.
Brilliant.
You can't fault them. They're behind us 110%, which in the Champions League, we were at St Andrews and crowds of 2,700, and you can't expect that. It's fantastic.
So how did you get involved with Birmingham City Ladies? Have you got experience of working in women's football before? What happened?
I was actually straight out of uni. I did a degree in sport business management, then went on to my masters. I had a lot of experience within event management and in terms of sport research. Went for an interview, not expecting to get it, and took a chance, and here I am. So.
You've got a smiley face, you've got a bubbly personality, and that's what the women's game needs. That's what any business, any sport, it needs people that are infectious, people that can do things, people that can get other people doing things. And I always say, if you smile at someone, I'm going to do that. So you smile back at me, don't you? You growl at someone, they're going to growl back to you. And that's the way it is. And I think you're doing a fantastic job. I think you're doing a brilliant job on Twitter. I think that, I had 16,000 tweets before and I never got one interaction. But straight away on that Sunday, you were there, you're on the money. You've got the Blues Collective that have really been helping you on Twitter as well. Chris Pugh has been immense, great supporter of the women's game. Loves the Blues, great supporter. You got the Tilton Talk on SRB Radio. We have a Birmingham City show, and Birmingham City Ladies are very much part of that show as well. It's all about everybody coming together. Even Kirsty Lynette picks one of our tracks on the Biscuit Boys.
Well, that's great. I know she's got a good taste in music. I've heard her on the bus. So.
She has got the best taste. Out of all the girls, Kirsty has got by far the best taste in music. That's why I picked Kirsty.
Okay.
And also she's the pin-up girl. She's in she.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think a lot of the players have got their own element to them. So we'll wait and see.
Now, what's the match day experience like? Talk me through that. You're looking to get some live bands, some live music. We have a PA system that blasts music out during match day. You want to go a little bit more than that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean the PA system here is not the best. It's by no means the worst, but live music, you can't take that away. It builds the atmosphere before a game. I've seen it in other match days within the FAWSL, especially within rugby as well, different sports. It's something that I think
that element could be added to the atmosphere. The FA look at particularly match day experience, and you want to get the most for your money with the kids coming through and the families. We've already got a creativity hub, the Monster Hub, which is kindly sponsored by Hollywood Monster. Tim Andrews, who's a massive supporter of the women's, always has been.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and I think that live music element would be great, which is why I came to yourself, and hopefully you'll be able to help out with that one.
Well, of course we will. I mean, we're dealing with so many bands. You know, I'm getting out cutting shows. I mean, there's bands in Birmingham, and I'm going to mention a few, but there's a lot of you never mentioned us. Like the Little Liam band, I think are absolutely brilliant. You got Sammy Rogers, you got Broken with Rebels, you got Kelly, you got Andy Bennett, you've got Pleasure House, you've got Regale, The Stirs. There are just so many, and I know the others are going to like proper be hammering me, and it's not that I have, but I could just literally go on forever and a day talking about the music talent that we've got in this area, and I think that it would be great to connect that with the ladies, because I think when you've got the men's and it's predominantly in the winter and it's freezing, for a band to be playing out there cold and wet, it's difficult, but you've got the sunshine, you've got everything. It really is something that you can tap into.
That's the plus of a positive league, a summer league, and you've got the opportunity to have the live bands, and you know, you've got the ice cream van down here at Moors, which goes down a storm, and you know, add live music to that. It's a really nice day out for the family. It's a nice day out for anyone.
Are you looking to do it every game or certain games? What are you looking at, Kirsty?
If I could do it every game, I'd have it every game.
Oh, you are?
Just because, you know, it's great atmosphere, it adds to the quality. If it means choosing a few games out of a few to see how it goes and fitting everything in, I'll take whatever I can get.
And how about, like, you know, having a bit of a live sesh out there, and then if we just turn around there, we have our concert room. Yeah. They could put a bit of a gig on there after the game as well, couldn't they?
Maz Ballard did a fantastic job at a charity organisation last year, and they had a live band well into the night, and I can remember that as fantastic. And quite a few people stayed behind. I can remember they raised over £4,000 from that, and just the live band, it was great.
Are the games always going to be of a Sunday, or you know, would there be a possibility of having like a Friday night is music night kind of thing? You know where I'm coming from?
Well, it has to be a Sunday because the fixtures are set now, and the midweek ones are always a Wednesday if you do have them. But unfortunately, it is a Sunday. I mean, there's nothing stopping us running events that are Birmingham City Ladies orientated, especially in the lead up to the World Cup. Whether it falls on a Friday or not, I'm not entirely sure. You could do a live screen and then followed by some live bands afterwards. It's not always around the match dates, but it's around Birmingham City and Birmingham City Ladies. As long as you know, you get everyone behind you. It's not just match days. So.
Talk to me about your style of music. What would you? What gets your juices flowing?
I have a really random style of music. I go from like in the Fratellas and Pigeon Detectives to general pop. So it's not a specific music taste I have. So, it's very varied.
So everybody's welcome. So all my mates out there, all these bands that are banging around Birmingham and the Black Country.
As long as
we want you here.
Exactly.
On match days.
Obviously, there's kids around, so nothing too explicit. But otherwise, we're welcoming of any sort of music. So,
Kirsty, trust me.
You're smiling when you say that. I don't know.
We're alone now. I waited so patiently. She's shaking like a leaf, but she won't hold me twice now. I think we're alone now. We're dancing in the dark. True doves, true doves. River runs red. I think we're alone now, baby. Come jump in my bed. Said all you gotta do is make up your mind. We're wasting time, don't waste my time. I'm howling. Follow me down, follow me, I took all the blame. Taking your time to explain. Said all you gotta do is make up your mind. You're wasting time, don't waste my time. I'm howling.
So what's it like now for you? Your job is almost done on match days. You're the first here, you're the last out.
Yeah.
During the week now, what are you going to be doing? What's Monday have in store for you and the rest of the week?
It'll be gearing up for the next away match. I'll be getting in touch with the County FA, Birmingham County FA have been really helpful towards us. They've done a lot of advertising around this match as well. So it'll be gearing up for the next match, and then the away match with Liverpool on Wednesday. So I'll send out all the players the away travel information and whatnot. But there'll be several reports to fill in from this match as well. So it's non-stop, but it's entertaining. It's a fast-paced environment.
And how difficult is it having the kind of, because what happens in the the FAWSL, it's quite a mouthful, isn't it? You start your season, then you have a World Cup or a European tournament, and then you stop again and you start again. It's almost like a season of two halves, isn't it?
It is, especially this year with a 2-month break with the World Cup, but I always see it as a challenge, and it gives you more momentum to build up for the start again. So it's almost like you get to relaunch the season. What you do, you get to relaunch the season, and there's nothing stopping us coming back from the relaunch and having a gate of 1,500. I think that's my aim. You know, and it's just making people aware of the matches going on.
There's only one Jamie Spooner. Little Taylor, star, sang Keep Right. Keep right on, Little Star. It is a family club, it's a beautiful club. How can people get in touch with this wonderful club and the wonderful work that you do?
Well, we have our website, which is birminghamcityladiersfc.co.uk. It's got all the information on there. We've got an online shop now as well, which can get all your training gear on, your home replica kit. We'll be having a club shop on match days.
Which is here?
Which is here on match days, you can follow us on Twitter, which we've just changed. It's at BCLFC, all caps. And you can also follow us on Facebook, which is just Birmingham City Ladies.
Why did you change your Twitter feed from Birmingham City LFC to BCLFC?
Well, all our Twitter handles in terms of hashtags and everything was consistent with that as well. Birmingham City Football Club men's side, they're BCFC, so we're just going in line with them. And Birmingham City LFC is a bit of a mouthful. It's just to make it a bit shorter and a bit sharper.
I think it's great.
So,
I think it's superb. And always hashtag back the girls as well.
Yeah, it's always hashtag back the girls. We like to keep things consistent, and then if it's our supporters following us, they know what to find. They can find it straight away. It's really easy to pinpoint. We'll hopefully be adding hashtag Monster Hub soon and hashtag Monster Challenge with Tim Andrews, because he's got some exciting competitions lined up. So it's going to be an interesting season.
And hashtag bands.
Hashtag bands, live bands. That would be great.
Live music at Birmingham City Ladies. Kirsty, can I thank you for your time?
Yeah, thank you.
It's been an absolute pleasure, and we will speak soon.
Yeah.
Cheers. Don't look so worried. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Is that right?
Image 2000 Cleaning. We are an expanding family business with 20 years experience in the cleaning industry. If you are experiencing problems with your present cleaning arrangements, or even if you are not, and just require a one-off spring clean, we would be happy to offer a free quotation. Call us now on 0121 604 1047 or on mobile 07967 137783, or go to our site image2000cleaning.co.uk and fill in the contact form there.
SRBRadio.com. Kirsty Lynette, into my office.
You right?
Welcome to this Biscuit Boys Extra, because you are the Biscuit girl.
Thank you, yeah.
Don't come, was it? You can call me Al.
Yeah.
Call me whatever you like, Kirsty. You know, we played it for you on the show.
Oh, thank you.
Every week you are going to pick a track.
Okay.
Can be any track, because it's common knowledge to everybody in the FAWSL that you have the greatest taste in music. You've got the most beautiful smile, and you are the FA. It's such a mouthful, isn't it? You're the pin-up girl. You're the poster girl. You are.
Yeah, thanks. I'll take the best music taste, though, definitely. I'm not sure the girls will agree, but...
No,
I agree.
I have heard some of their taste in music. It is, isn't it?
New music.
Exactly. What kind of music are you... Let's talk about the music first. What music are you into?
I'm into my rock, indie, so old school, new stuff as well. I like a few new bands as well.
What new bands are you into at the moment?
Catfish and Bottomman.
Yeah, I've heard about them. They're very good.
Yeah, I went to watch them live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were really good live band. They're still in quite small gigs as well, so it's good. Really good. I like Libertines, need to go see them soon.
Okay, yeah.
They're at Reading and Leeds, so that'll be good to see.
Yeah.
Definitely get down to see them.
You into Paul Weller?
Paul Weller. I am a fan. I've not massively got into his music yet, but definitely something I want to start listening
Puppet
to.
Rebellion, great band from Manchester as well. Just done an interview with them. I'll tweet it over to you.
Send me the link
Superb.
over.
But there's just so much brilliant music out there.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to do with Birmingham City Ladies and the music. We're A&R now for a record label in America, and we're promoting some great American soul music and indie music and that. And we're trying to get a bit of a scouting network out and getting some of these brilliant British bands, to send them out there as well, because we're the home of rock and music.
Birmingham.
Well, England.
Okay, England. We are, aren't we?
Well,
we
of
are.
course we are.
Yeah, we've got the best bands.
Exactly. How's your leg? I've got to ask you about that.
Yeah, it's alright. Just a bit of a clumsy tackle.
Yeah.
And went straight through me, really.
I know, I've seen it.
Oh well, it'll be alright.
I winced. You know. And you've not long come on as well,
I know,
actually, to be fair.
Sub for a sub. It's the worst.
At least you were kind of...
At least you were for my ability.
Yeah, at least you was carried off. Which don't sound good, does it? Really? No, I'd rather be carried off than walk off.
Yeah, definitely. Get dragged off or carry on.
Are you going to be fit for next week? How long are you going to be out for?
Yeah, well, we've got a cup game on Wednesday, haven't we?
Yeah, I know.
Liverpool,
isn't
yeah,
it?
Liverpool.
That's a league, and then we've got the cup after,
league, and then
isn't
we've
it?
got Man City again. So, yeah, fingers crossed. I'm fit.
You are
Wednesday.
fit. And how's your time being at Birmingham City Ladies?
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
I love the close-knit part of Birmingham philosophy. It's really nice to be a part of.
Because they are mad, aren't they? Them girls are the maddest in the league. I mean, I've been in the dressing room with them. Don't know if you was there, but we done Chelsea, I think it was a few years ago, and they still sing the song "Fight, Fight," whatever do they when they win?
Definitely.
Oh, they get bar, mate.
I know, it's good. We enjoy our wins, and we get together if we don't have a good result and go again, really.
And the gaffers are brilliant as well, aren't they? Parker and Bignett.
Yeah, clever men. They do well. They know what they're doing.
I wouldn't quite say they were clever, but they're brilliant. They're genius in their own way.
Football brains. They've got football hands.
It's just one big happy family at Birmingham City Light. So what track are you going to play for us on the Biscuit Boys show this week, Kirsty?
I'm going to go, because I've hurt my foot, I'll go Kasabian Clubfoot.
Oh, wicked.
There we go, yeah.
You from Leicester as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I love Kasabian, so.
Okay.
Yeah, related with my foot as well.
Fantastic. So, Kasabian Clubfoot, we will load that in every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, srbradio.com, and there will always be a track from Kirsty_Lynette, and that's an L, an I, a double N, an E, and a double T.
Yes.
Girls, guys, people, check her out, the poster girl of the WS. I'm going to have to try and remember that. Hey, Maura.
Nearly there.
And Jado scored last week as well, didn't you?
Yeah, great goal.
Oh, yeah, he's back again now.
What are you doing?
Oh,
I got snapped, didn't I?
yeah. Well,
I'll see you go over.
Right, I'm going to say...
What's the prognosis?
I don't know.
Kirsty, thanks very much, mate.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And finally on this Biscuit Boys Extra, it was only going to be a programme of about 20 minutes. But you know what I'm like, Gaffer, when I get talking, it tends to go on for about an hour and 20 minutes.
It will do. So when this is cut, I'll probably get about 60 seconds at the end.
We don't cut nothing, and that's what I love to do on my shows. People get the chance to voice their opinions. We chew the fat over it, because when it's on national radio or television or even local, they cut little bits, and they can put little bits in where they want to, and then put other little bits, and then take quotes, and a lot of times things get taken out of context.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that happen?
I believe in football it does.
I'm going to have to sharpen up.
I know, mate. So David Parker, welcome to the Biscuit Boys Extra Show, sir.
Good. I'm going to say I haven't got a biscuit, but I've already ate them. So
what are your favourite biscuits, by the way?
You can't beat a bourbon or a little cookie. It goes out anything with chocolate.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I love the digestives with a little bit of caramel inside them.
Oh, I can say a milk chocolate, not a dark one.
I don't like dark.
Milk chocolate digestives.
I don't like dark. Yeah. How's the season? I know the season's only just kicked off today for you.
Yep.
Your plans for the whole of the season. You have, however, played in the FA Cup. And you've also been drawn against Manchester City in the quarter-final of the FA Cup.
Yeah, I've had my crystal ball out this year, predicting what teams will be getting in each round. So far I've done well.
Did you get it right?
I did. It's funny that. I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say I'm doing well this year in my predictions. I'm going to say I need to put some money on the lottery.
Do you know, I was just about to say that. If you're so good at predicting things, I need 6 numbers. Because what was that? It's quarterfinal, so there was 8 balls. So you've actually predicted 8 balls in the right order.
Yeah.
If you can do them 6 for me, mate.
I do the Euro Millions, but unfortunately, football's a little easier to predict than lottery numbers. So
appears to be.
It appears to be, yeah. And unfortunately, I'm not allowed to bet in football, so it kind of like hampers me financially. So.
Man City away though in the FA Cup next round is a very, very. It's a tough game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be very tough, and it'll be very different from what we've seen today.
Correct.
They will have obviously Tash Harding is just recovering from injury. She came on later into the game. Tony Duggan, even though she got through 90 minutes, I didn't expect that today of her. I thought she'd be about 60 or so she'll be sharper. Lucy Bronze will probably play in that game as well. So there'll be a different shape in terms of what Man City are about, and also take the conditions out of today. I think it's going to be a very different game of football.
Awful conditions today.
Yeah, it was, and it was the same for both teams, but I think we managed it slightly better.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I think especially second half. They've had the win first half, we had it second half, but I think we controlled the game much better, and we created more openings. I'm not going to say opportunities, because it wasn't really there, because it would always run away from you with the wind, but we controlled it much better, and especially downhill, Becky hasn't had a save to make.
No.
And you go, yes, there's been one shot on target in the whole game. What a boring game of football when it sounds like that. I think more interesting to watch. And obviously Karen Barzi's pulled out a top draw save.
Oh yeah.
That was flying in. It looked so it was nestling top corner, but she's done well to get there, and that could have been the difference.
I mean, she was involved in the controversy. I can't get my words out today. I'm struggling with FAWSL. I have to write it down.
Oh, jeez.
And that moment that, you know, I wouldn't say defined it, because the game had got 0-0 written all over it, hadn't it, really?
I think it was
sending off.
Yeah, the sending off, it hasn't changed our approach, because what people look at it and go, oh, did you really go for it? Well, we did. We went 3v3 at the back. You could see him on the halfway line. We were comfortable with that, and they didn't cause us problems. And they're 3 damn good centre forwards for Man City. Let's not forget that. And then in terms of, we brought Mellin as a wing back to really push on and open the game up. Took it from a centre forward role to get Kirsty on. Yes, maybe if Frida would have been on the pitch, or we'd have kept the 11 players, it would have been allow us to press the 2 centre halves a little better, because you couldn't go chasing your tail. but with just the one centre forward up there, and maybe it would give us a little bit more encouragement or an extra body in the box at times. But maybe not, it would have made a difference. But like I said, we've probably been the better team with 10 players, as is the case sometimes in football. That happens, but we've actually controlled the game in terms of possession, so that was pleasing, and it just shows you that we wasted 45 minutes. I thought we were really poor first half for us. We were really poor, and we never really got going, and we tried to handle conditions, but we didn't make anything of it. We didn't play the right way we wanted to play. We didn't see the openings when they were there, and it needed a little tweak at half time, and second half they've gone out and put on, not a show, but put on a better performance.
So it was a decent point. You've registered a point. I mean, the champions haven't done that so far. That's a shocker. There's going to be a lot of shockers. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns in the whole of the season. What's your assessment, and what's your goals this season? Are you looking to win the league?
I think we're looking to win something. We want to bring home silverware. That it's going to be an almighty task, and if we do it, even if it's one trophy, it will be been a good season, because one day, one game, whether it's cup football, anything can happen in this league. I think, being honest, we've got 6 teams who can win it. We have an 8 league team. Unbelievable to be sitting here saying that, and I couldn't tell you who's going to win it. Of course, I want it to be us, and we'll do our finest to try and really be there. But any one of the 6 could win it. It might be a team that goes on a run mid-season that happens to win 4 on the bounce, and that could be enough to pull them away, and then they might lose 2 and then get a draw. And it's going to be funny how you put runs together. So like a point today has not hurt. Yes, it's at home and you want to beat the teams around you, but it's not going to harm us. We started off last season with a 0-0 draw. We did the same in 2013, the same in 2012. The only difference was when we were at the closest, 2011, when we started with a win and we came out the blocks. Was it won 5 out the first 5 we won. If we go on a run like that at some point, that will be a great margins. And then Kirsty giving me stick over there. I think a nose is trying to barter away in over here.
That ain't very nice, mate. So to a lot of people.
Do you enjoy sitting down? Are you sitting down again? Oh, okay. Oi, that's all right. Just sit down on the bench. It's all right. You're on the settee.
So to a lot of people, that would have been a really dopey question, but people that understand women's football, there's the haves and the have-nots. Birmingham City Ladies, we're one of the have-nots, but what we put in is endeavour, is team spirit, is everything that you need.
And I'm going to add on to that, we've got quality.
Exactly.
We've got quality. Yes, we are hard working. Yes, we are very detail orientated and organised off the ball, and that's part of our DNA and always will be, because that's what wins your league titles. But we've got quality. We have quality in abundance, and we have all the right little mixtures to be able to put out a side to go win any type of football game that is needed. If you need 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, an old-fashioned 2 up front with a 1 or a 1, we've got the players to be able to throw anything on any given day. Hence Kirsty being on the bench today, and people will be looking at that going, oh, you've left Kirsty and Let on the bench, what's going on, Gaffer? That's the way we want it to play, and we've gone out there, and I think result orientated. I think people can say, well, you got the result today.
But with other teams, they have that luxury of going out and bringing in international, world-renowned players to the league. You haven't got that in your locker, have you, at the moment?
No, we don't have that clout, and you know what? I don't want to be going out and spending money on big, expensive, even English talent and foreign talent. We've got a wage structure here. I want to reward and bring these girls up to parity. We're not going to be able to hit the big wages. What I want is where we've got our money is investment and around that infrastructure, and bringing our staff in full time and just giving us a hub and a base. That's what I want for the football club, where myself, Tim, Marcus, we can actually be together all day long and plan better than rather sitting down at kind of like 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night going, this is where we need to be at, and kind of like going to bed late and you're tired and you're trying to get through a week, and I'm off travelling up and down the country. That's the next stage. I want to get away from that. I want a hub and investment, and I described today before, I wouldn't go to press with it. It was kind of like I'm just about to, and it is in a funny way. It's Sunday car boot sale against oil money. That's what we're playing against, and people ask me in the press this week leading up, going, how does our budget compare? And I think if I was to use the figures around 15 to 20%, that's our budget, and I'm talking just cash. That's not including Man City's, Arsenal's, Notts County's facilities that they don't have to pay for. They're getting that on top as well. I could probably count 4 Man City players, and these aren't the top 4 earners, these are just good middle of the road. That would account for around 70% of our playing and staff budget in cash. Just 4 players. That's what we're competing against. So when we go out and do what we do, there's a reality to actually go, well, hopefully they think they know what we're doing here. So one day I'd love to have a bit of money, but you know what, just reward what we've got and just have a hub and an infrastructure. We just need somewhere to bring us in together now.
And not only are you the family club, you're also, as you've just intimated there, you're the best run football club that's out there. You're a very, very special football club. And I was commenting with one of the fans around the pitch, and we was just on about the England are playing China shortly, and we were just talking about how many England internationals have come through Birmingham City Ladies at some stage of their career, and out of all the WSL teams, you must be top of that list.
We are top, and there's a fact in terms of the amount of first-time internationals we've produced and number of first-time senior internationals. I think the stat is from around the year 2000 to about 2011. I don't have the updated figures. We were the number 1 club at producing players at every single level in the game, and even the last 3 years we've produced a hell of a lot more. If you look at the ones that have made their senior breakthrough, Jade's made a senior breakthrough, been with us, and you can go on and on and on. And we've got the kids coming up as well, and they're settling in. So that is what we're special about, and that's what we're good at. We can produce a player, we can find a player, and we can recognise qualities. We always throw the Alex Scott situation in. We had her as a young kid as a forward, transformed her into a right back, and one of the best right backs in the world. Maybe another club wouldn't have seen that.
And what's your music taste like?
You know what, a bit of everything, but I don't like heavy metal.
How about Paris Tune, The Mother's Favourite Child, featuring Tanya Teat, Reflections of a Disco Ball? What do you reckon of that?
I'm trying to put my mind to that.
Brilliant.
I'm not good, and I'll be honest, I'm not good with music and linking names.
You're gonna hear.
Go, if you play it for me, I'll probably go, I know what you're on about.
We're going out on that. So we're going to be going out now on it. That is going to be a summer sensational, sizzling number 1 hit in Great Britain, all the way from the US of A. So, shall we both say good night, God bless, and thanks for listening?
Good night, God bless, and thanks for listening.
Thank you very much, guys. Ciao.
What are you holding back for? Time's heartbeat, it never stops. I don't care what your excuse. reflection of you. Close your eyes and turn around. Don't you worry about the world out there. Let the music be a reflection of you. Close your eyes and turn around and around and around and around. Don't you worry about the world out there. Let the music be a reflection of you. Close your eyes and turn around and around and around and around. Don't you worry.
All advertising opportunities are available at www.srbradio.com.